Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
And good evening, folks, and welcome to the bunker here in the Cascade Mountains in Concrete, Washington. As we're playing with weird shit on Skype. Yeah, we're all sitting in a, I don't know. It reminds me of the Lord's Supper, fucking backdrop thingy.
Quite the night.
Kind of. Everybody's sitting in here.
Last Supper.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I get to meet Jesus. Oh wait, I get crucified the next
There
day.
you go. Yeah.
You know, when you do that,
There's
Rick,
Rick.
you have no arms. You both cut off.
So how's everyone doing tonight? In this, I don't know. It's cold. It went from hot as fuck to cold and raining, and
It's 50 degrees.
it's still cold to me.
It's bitter cold.
Huh?
It's bitterly cold.
Yeah,
It's better cold. I get it. Yes.
Shut up.
it is.
It's actually 56 degrees even. It's almost
Oh.
60.
Oh,
Yeah,
You may
it's
have
56. Yeah.
We may have to
What?
start eating our neighbors, and, once
Uh,
they
not
die from the cold and all the ice and everything. We'll just have to start carving them up.
All right, Rick, you're first.
It's like
You're not
the
going to
blood
get
all
anything
over
off
again.
a beard gut, maybe. But
And so, one thing real quick. Happy birthday, Army. It's U.S. Army is 246 years old now.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Alon's.
Almost as old as you?
No. Fuck off.
no. Yeah, what he said.
Something a little closer to home. Happy anniversary to Rick and Paula.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, Rick and Paula.
Yep. One at 11:15 tonight.
Yep.
Our time while we're in the show, it'll be official.
So
Yeah.
happy anniversary, guys.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Thank you.
Congrats.
So
10
tonight, 10 years.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's
Wow. You're so enthusiastic, Rick.
half of that.
Sorry, I had to do something. I was like, I've been trying to do that all damn night, and I couldn't do it, and it finally worked out. Sorry.
So,
I had my tongue sticking out because I got really happy about something. It doesn't even very often.
What
hopefully
fuck?
tonight we can actually answer the age-old question of, do aliens really taste like chicken?
Everything tastes like chicken.
Ask Keith.
No, I'm not going to ask
Actually,
Keith.
I
I'm not
can
worried
tell
about
you
Keith.
for sure she doesn't.
Huh?
Hey! Fuck you. Oh my god.
So, Cole and I were talking about this before the show, that, it was 2016 that we did a show, and, no, it's 2017,
Okay.
when we were talking about disclosure. And oh my God, the New York Times had a big fucking, that we gave $22 million to the government specifically to Bob, not Lazar.
Greer?
No, was it Greer? It was I'm trying to think of his name. The one that bought Skinwalker Ranch. No, not Bob Lazar.
Oh,
Bigelow.
Bigelow. There we go, Robert Bigelow.
Deuce Bigelow.
They gave Robert Bigelow $22 million, which we actually covered on the show. I guess 4 or 5 episodes ago. Ago now when we talked about Skinwalker. But Robert Bigelow didn't reveal fuck all, and neither did the New York Times. 2017 came and went. We were all going, yes, disclosure's going to happen. Disclosure's going to happen.
no, we all didn't.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you
whoa. You said disclosure was going to happen.
You weren't on that one.
That was the that was the UFO
Right.
community.
This is the one that I did out in your mom's garage.
Oh.
And
Well,
and Keith, Dave, and Michael all hated my opinion on this.
Right.
Because that was the first time I ever expressed an opinion on disclosure. And my opinion was, and still is, it's a fucking fairy tale.
Yep.
you're a
It's never
fucking
gonna happen.
fairy tale.
But you know what? Okay, so we talked disclosure. It just kind of went by the wayside, and now all you see in the news and all you see the government talking about is, we've got some alien craft sitting in a bunker somewhere in the desert, and we have a crash retrieval team. That,
Area 51.
I mean, so you guys heard about what's his name?
We don't know you.
David Grush. David Grush.
Yes. The
This
whistleblower.
Big Air Force whistleblower that claims, actually, he wasn't even on the fucking team from what the interview I saw. He knows people that
I
were
would
on the team.
expect whistleblowing from the Navy.
Yeah, like, did he
but the Air
get
Force?
a fucking
Air Force.
medal?
Huh?
Did he get a medal
No.
for learning how to blow a whistle? Like, Jesus fuck. I'm sorry, but that word is stupid. Half of them aren't real. The other half, they're
No.
giving out information most people fucking already know or think they know.
Well,
Friend,
so there's supposed to be another interview that I haven't watched yet where he actually talks about the areas that we're hiding them in.
What the hell?
What, Area 51? Okay, everybody knows that.
Who are you? No, Eric, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Grush or are you talking about Greer?
Grush.
Okay, because Greer gives 146 list of different areas in where items are located and where, how did he word
So
it? Something to the effect of the shadow government are.
So, okay, where did Greer get the information?
Supposedly, he said over the last 30 years of different individuals, whether they've been military or, oh God, brain fart.
So hearsay.
No, actually, they can document it. They can prove it. They've sent it off. According to him and others, they've sent off the information to Congress, to the special
ATIP team.
To Arrow, and all over to Arrow, the NASA one and the Congress one, the
congressional hearing last year
on intelligence, something on intelligence. I can't think of what it's called, but anyway, it's over to Congress.
so every one of those agencies just filed that under B for bullshit.
Yeah.
And they did nothing with it, because why would they?
They most likely won't, but the thing is that you cannot discount the amount of people who have come forward in the last 30 years, the fact that they have had their lives threatened, their families threatened, or the ones that have come forward have
Yeah, but okay.
there are those that have died. Now, there are people who still want to come forward who are still in fear for their lives, and that is understandable. I mean,
Yeah, but
just
the
on
problem
the
is-
small, tiny amount of what I experienced, all for reading a effing book that the government has.
Yeah, but the problem
Just-
with that, Nikki, is the fact that who says their life was threatened? They do.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
When you talk about the kind of fear factor that is involved,
Do that.
Right.
Let
but I
me-
mean,
let me
there's
explain
like
something, though.
paranoia and schizophrenia as well. I mean, like there's
Oh, yeah,
all of
I
these
get that.
issues
Not
that can
just
lead
that,
up
but
to that.
but I've had my life threatened. Not by government, not by the I've had death threats. I don't go on the news and I don't fucking go tell people, oh my God, I don't know if I should tell you this because I've got my life. I'm gonna fucking disappear.
well, and
if you have the ability to disappear because you've had your life threatened and you choose to disappear, then you're fortunate that you've got that. There are many people who don't. And there was an individual that was in my life who is no longer alive due to his job with the government. Told me many things that I cannot state publicly. And it was appalling to me in the mid teens, let's put it that way, when I was informed and had it confirmed by somebody who validated information, and I was just blown away. I mean, no pun intended, but I was freaking blown away by what I learned. And this person had the credentials and the clearance to know shit.
But that's the
So-
problem, Nikki. None of that means anything because, again, everything you're saying is now hearsay because you can't say anything.
Exactly.
So none of it means shit.
Well,
Like,
yes
you can
and
say
no.
we can't
agree,
discount it.
And I agree with you, and I disagree with you. If this person had been able to be alive and was not taken out, because they were murdered, I can verify that they were murdered. And I'm not saying how I know that. But if this person were alive and were capable, they would be standing up and going, they'd be out there holding the
that's the
flag
thing.
going, hey, this is not bullshit.
Nikki, you just said you can verify that they were murdered. You can verify for yourself, not for anyone out here.
True.
So, therefore, the whole, idea of it being something that is considered valid just went out the window.
Well, it's
Because
valid to
just-
me then.
And
That's
that's
valid.
fine.
Huh?
But when it comes to actually getting the information out there to people, none of it actually matters unless we can actually validate it straight from a source.
well,
You know what
have
I
that.
mean?
Okay, so what about the documentation of these military men who have come forward who can verify where they were located
That's different.
at
That's
the time
documented.
of certain incidences?
That's documented by one, the cameras on their planes. It's documented by the fucking reports they put in, which
Yes.
is new.
But
I
the
mean,
thing is,
it's always
when
so-
it comes to UFOs, yes.
right.
When it comes to them actually claiming that there's bodies in these buildings,
Exactly.
there's no documentation still.
No.
It's just their claim. Because they can't get you in there. They can't get video in there.
They can't show you the
They
pictures.
No, they just show up and say, this is what I saw.
Yeah, and
Okay, that's great. But you have no proof.
that is where my
So
problem
you're going to
comes.
discount over 700 individuals
Yes.
But
over 30 years? I think
Yes.
that's bullshit, in my opinion. Hardly, but that's bullshit, in my opinion.
well, do we have these people's
it-
names? Have they
It
come
depends
forward
on their
and-
claims.
Yeah, a lot of people have come forward.
Okay, and we have their.
So
you know,
here's my problem. I was in the fucking Army for 19 and a half years. I had
I
a
know.
security clearance.
I know.
No, I didn't go out there and have a security clearance to go look at UFOs and shit. But even the little security clearance I did have, the little shit I did know, I didn't even go home to my wife and tell her shit.
Yeah.
So that's my problem. And that is the devotion that most military, not all, but most military have. They're not going to come out and say, oh my God.
It's also not worth it to them to tell because you're looking at prison time, you're looking at your life or your family's life. I mean, government and black ops get really vicious about certain things.
So whistleblowers are different. I get it. I mean, look at Snowden. Look at I guess Snowden's the biggest one. But where did he go? He went to fucking Russia.
But what the fuck did you tell us that we already weren't saying?
Not much that I saw.
He just reaffirmed things that we already suspected. But but again,
he also got it documented.
Yeah, he had the documentation.
That's the difference.
And it's a lot harder to prove that you saw something or you were at somewhere and saw something unless you have video, or even then that can be fake these days.
Even
what
PTSD,
I don't understand is why we need
this kind of stuff can cause PTSD. And a lot of people, I mean, if you're being threatened with your life or that of your children or your wife or your husband or whoever is your family or considered your family,
but
a lot of people take that very seriously.
Why do we need disclosure? That's the part I've never gotten.
Oh, wait. I've got one more.
Personally, I want to see them go to The Hague, and I want to see them. I think it's going to take 20 to 30 years. I think this is the beginning process. So what we're pissing and moaning about right now is all the very, very beginning process of this.
No, I say fuck that, because Brazil's come out. Argentina's come out, France has come out, UK has come out, Germany's come out, Russia even talks about it.
Okay, yes, we get it's okay to be gay.
Oh, happy Pride Month, by the way. Anyway, but no, and I've said this before, all these other governments have talked about UFOs and said, oh my God, look at Paul Hellyer, Canada. Look at Mexico. Yes, we have UFOs every day, and they fucking do.
Yeah, but you know what most of the smart ones say? Why do we care? They don't want anything really to do with us. We don't want anything to do with them. Right now, we're trying to run these countries. That's what the smart ones say. Friend, the aliens aren't paying the fucking deficits off, so the governments have to work on that.
But the ones that want answers about UFOs and shit, go look at the other government's fucking documentation.
Yeah, but okay, at the same point, and I have to actually honestly agree here with Cole, which is weird for me. I'm sorry.
Fucking alien.
And I gotta say, does it really fucking matter though? If I, in my own heart, say that yes, aliens exist, if I believe it, if this person believes it, if that person believes it, okay, then do I really give a shit if the government comes out and tells me that what I already believe to be true is true? No, I don't care what their opinions are on it.
All right, we got a question from the chat room. What is the government doing to investigate UFO sightings, and why has the government been so secret about UFOs in the past?
Oh, no, I know. I was reading it. I was getting there. I was laughing.
There's been several different organizations, Project Blue Book.
All right, stop. I've got the list right here.
Okay.
So, we've got the Condon Report. This is all shit you can literally Google and put PDF after it, and you will actually get the reports that have come up, because they have been declassified. You have the Condon Report, CONDON. You have the Robertson Panel. You have MJ-12, the MJ-12 documents. The MJ-12 was actually a whole group of scientists and government leaders that sat around in a really dark room and fucking, who knows what they did in the dark room. But Project Blue Book, of course they made a TV show after that. Currently you've got ATIP, And, well, hell, NASA just came out with a 4-hour-long fucking conference of scientists that really didn't say jack shit. But, well, we haven't seen anything. I don't know if it's out there or not, but we don't think there's anything out there that's coming to visit Earth. That's all they fucking say.
Boom, Higgs on particle.
When you came up with this topic, that's why the title for tonight works so perfect. The title for tonight's show is Battle of the Redacted.
Uh-huh.
Friend, yeah, it's great they released a whole bunch of documents, but when half of them are fucking blacked out, what does it mean?
No, so Condon Report isn't redacted. Condon Report was actually submitted through the University of Colorado, and is like 500 pages, I want to say, of...
And you don't believe that
is
thing
this
was
the
1,000
same
pages
thing
when it
as
was
Linda
first written?
Moulton
Oh,
Howe
sure.
saying she has an MJ12 document?
No, look, Google MJ12 PDF, and you'll fucking come up with a whole bunch of shit, too. I've done it. I've got them.
I'm just saying.
Of course, you got the congressional fucking hearing back in 2022 that, well, again, anything that was pertinent, they wanted to go and say, we'll talk about that when we do our secret hearing in the other room. So, okay, what the fuck's your point? Tell the people what they want to hear. Especially when they brought up USOs. Because someone asked the Navy representative, have you ever seen an unidentified submergible object? And he goes, that's classified. So you just answered the question. Yeah, we have.
Okay, but that's exactly what I'm saying, though. Is if I believe it, if you believe it,
Mm-hmm.
if Cole believes it, if John believes it, if everybody believes it, then why do we need the affirmation from the U.S. government to
Personally,
believe in what we already know is true?
Because it goes beyond all of that.
It
goes way beyond all of that with the government and what they've been doing.
Oh, well.
Well,
I was just going to say, it's just an affirmation that it's officially recognized as, here they are, we're the government. When the press secretary for the White House walks out with a gray and his little eyes, and he's blinking and everything, and he's like, this is not fake, this is real. We have known for decades, we have aliens that have been on Earth. We've been working with them. We didn't come forward until now because there are certain things that need to be... When that happens, yes, I'll believe it. Officially believe it. But it's like God. Do you believe in God? Well, I believe in God. I mean, I do. I believe in a Christian God. But I don't need the affirmation for it. But, yeah. So, but, yeah, if you really want to believe in anything, you just believe in it. So you're right, Kayla. Yeah, you're not wrong. But,
honestly, if a government came up to me and said, God's real, Jesus is real, all of it happened, I'd be like, prove it. Right now. Give me proof right now.
No shit.
All of it.
Why are you trying to snow me? What's really behind the curtain?
Right.
So,
well, an additional answer to that question, too, like Nikki was saying, there's deeper shit going on. Bring up my labs.
Oh, for fucking sure.
Bring up Dulce Base. Bring up fucking...
Now, I'm not saying there isn't some crazy shit out there that's government related.
That's not the shit they're trying to hide. The shit they're trying to hide is the mundane.
Yeah,
they don't want you to know the actual numbers. So let's release some UFO shit so no one cares about the numbers. Everyone's scared about getting fucking zapped by an alien.
They don't want to fucking bring up the Grenada Treaty that Eisenhower signed.
They are not releasing information for us.
No.
They are releasing information for the everyday public that this will put fear into.
Yep. True. So look up the Grenada Treaty. That's the treaty that Eisenhower supposedly signed with a group of aliens. There's speculation whether it even happened. Personally, I do think it happened, but there's speculation over which race it was, because supposedly the Nordics came the first time. They weren't willing to trade stuff like medical science or, free energy. the government wanted weapons, and the Nordics said no. We're not giving you weapons. We will give you free energy. We will give you medical technology, and I don't know, Velcro. That's fucking cool. But yeah. So they turned the Nordics down. The Greys came and said, "Sure, we'll give you some weaponry shit." And,
just let us abduct so many people here.
but we're gonna abduct some humans, and you just turn a blind eye and don't say nothing. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Why else will they want to fucking cover shit up? Sir, you're right though. The average mundane person that's never even looked at this shit and has been the one to scoff at anyone that thought UFOs were real. Yeah, they may or may not be terrified.
But they're just trying to get, like, their main purpose is honestly trying to get rid of the regular information that everyone should know about their own governments that they want hidden behind all this crap.
May 1st.
That's a date, yeah.
There was a green light that shot over Las Vegas.
What the hell was that?
Hi, Carl.
Oh, hey.
It's just an alien. He's saying hi. See, it's an alien. He's right there. But no, there was a green streak of light that went over Vegas, and somebody called the cops into their. They saw an 8-foot tall alien that was walking around in his backyard, and he was paralyzed. He couldn't move.
8-foot tall paralyzed alien?
No,
That sucks.
Or the
No.
person
the
was
person
paralyzed?
that saw him
Oh,
was
okay.
paralyzed.
Okay.
He was terrified, and well, he didn't sound terrified to me when he was talking to the fucking press. But okay, the green light through the air was probably a comet.
Yeah, it more than like I saw one when we were in Everett. There was a big. I mean, it was a big ball of light.
We had one
And-
here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
May
like
1st?
Probably
2
the
weeks-
same one.
No, yeah, it might have been 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
May 1st, so about it would have been the same one.
Cool.
But
Yep.
so why the sudden surge in news feeds talking about everything alien? I think when you have to look at it, what are they hiding on? What's really going on? Everyone knows about the indictment of Trump. It's all over the fucking news. So
Right.
what else is going on that they're trying to television?
Because there's
to?
nothing else besides Trump. I mean,
Indictment of George Washington.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, the king's been trying to do it since the queen left.
Okay.
There is literally nothing going on in this country right now that they have anything except Trump. So yeah, they've got to have something that's B story, but otherwise people will just get tired of it. So I think people are tired of it anyway. I think they're tired of Trump.
I beg to disagree, because fucking, how about we look at the homeless problem, the drug problem, fucking social
Yeah, but that's
problems in the country?
depressing.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's depressing, and nobody wants to pay attention to that. They need
Exactly.
something sensational so that they can look away from everyday problems and believe in something that's bigger than them.
Frankly, I'm tired of hearing about aliens and UFOs on my newsfeed, because fucking half of it's bullshit.
Well, there is.
Well,
something
I
in-
agree with you.
Well,
agree.
There is something in the news that is kind of interesting.
what's that?
Recent studies show that more and more people are not watching news stations and more going to like media out sources. So
Oh, they're doing that
might-
since before you
in the-
were born. As soon as the internet
Technically,
happened,
yeah.
they were
So
doing
soon-
that. So.
they say soon in like 20 to 30 years, there will be no more news stations. It will all be on the internet from randos. Yeah, that's
That makes
Well,
interesting.
we haven't had. Well, I don't know that news has ever been exactly
Cheery?
unbiased. Yeah. But, yeah.
Oh, and yeah.
But yeah, they're always, if it bleeds, it leads. If there's anything interesting, but right now, I mean, it's just what People get killed in Chicago every day. We've got, I don't know how many people are murdered in Chicago alone every single week. We don't even talk about that anymore. I mean, why are we going to, yeah, like Kayla said, we're looking for cheery. We're looking for something else besides Trump.
Something to get our minds off of the everyday and put us into a realm of fiction. Honestly.
People talk about silly
real quick,
aliens.
I've got to say, Paula, I've missed you. Because you always come up with the most fucking awesome questions.
Hey, now, in answer to that question,
Which
though,
one?
wasn't there some kind of file that they came out with that said that if extraterrestrials existed, X amount of people would do this, do that?
Okay, wait, we'll get there. We'll get to that. What would the implications if it were proven that extraterrestrial life existed, and how would the world change if it were proven that extraterrestrial life existed?
I'm particularly interested in hearing that young man's opinion, so John, go ahead.
I don't think anything would really change, except some people would go crazy, and
I think more
and
than
other
some.
than that,
So
it would just be.
Let's look at Independence Day, because I think that's a pretty good
Whoa.
depiction.
Before we look at Independence Day, just really quick, okay? Let's look at the original broadcast of War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Okay?
No.
Because, to be perfectly honest, in that original broadcast of War of the Worlds, what happened in concrete, sir?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, in Concrete, for those that haven't heard what happened in Concrete, Washington, where we're stationed, where we're based here, for the S-4 Bunker, for any new listeners, War of the Worlds started broadcasting. And, of course, it started with breaking news, blah, blah, blah. And about the time, just shortly after they said aliens were invading, the power went out. Which
timing.
also, at that point in time, took all the phones out. They had, they didn't have cell phones back then. They didn't even have sat phones back. They didn't have shit. They had switchboard phones.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Word of mouth. But the power went out. And the entire town came out with guns. Because they literally thought the world was being invaded by aliens.
Right? Everybody in this small little town came out and were ready to take on those aliens because the last thing they heard was aliens were going to invade, and then it went black.
And if one of them had a fucking cell phone, all of it would have been fine.
Yep.
That's the problem now. The question is, how would the world change now? What would be the implications now if it were proven that extraterrestrial life exists?
Nobody would fucking believe it.
It's not even that.
It's not even that.
All you're doing is proving extraterrestrial life exists. Okay, well, yeah, but it could exist. Fucking how many light years away? How does that affect us right now?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Okay, and to be
Therefore-
perfectly honest, we've already know that extraterrestrial life exists.
So the Vatican
We have been told, and this
Not
is government
everybody
officials
believes
and
it.
everything.
Fuck no.
No, I'm not talking about
General public?
intelligent life. Okay, I'm talking about amoebas and cells and
the
scientific
method
community
has
saying
proven
that yes,
beyond
there
doubt
is
that
something
there is
out
something
there.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing.
It depends on how it's... It depends on how it's announced, I think. And two, what level of extraterrestrial life you're talking about. So like you said, amoebas, okay, cool.
I don't think it matters how it's announced because we know it's going to be announced by world leaders, and let's admit it, no one actually gives a shit what they have to fucking say unless it's something bad. Then they can fucking blame them for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, all it will do is confirm with the people that don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they'll just say, okay.
They'll just go, okay. But it's not like it's going to be the end of the world unless they say, look, we're all going to die.
I think I think the Pope did well in alleviating some of that when he came out and said, if there is alien life, we will accept it with open arms. and try
convert it
to
to
convert it to Christianity.
But let's also admit that friggin'
Some religions
if
would
they
die.
came out and said we're gonna die. First of all, they're not going to get that chance because any alien race that comes here to kill us is going to be smarter than that. They're just going to take us out before we even know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I feel like even if they don't do that, and the general public does come out, I mean, all the things say aliens are true, and then like one shows up, some religions are going to die off.
Paula, that's true. The governments would be trying to figure out how to exploit or destroy them, and media moguls would be clamoring for the first interviews if it was proven that they exist and they're here. If it's just proven that they exist so far away,
it's not really going to affect anything.
It's we're so beyond the point of what we're at that no one's even going to bother trying yet.
I've always wondered why in the hell aliens would even want to come here. Okay, if you look at the human race, okay, as a whole, not as an individual, but as a whole, we look like complete shits. Okay?
But we have water. We have lots and lots of water.
So do they.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is that so does 5 other planets in our galaxy.
Yeah.
Where they wouldn't have to deal with human beings. The moon Titan has 3,000
you don't know. There
times
might
more
be another
water than we
malevolent
do.
race on those planets
Yeah, maybe.
that just hasn't exactly learned space travel yet.
Yeah.
Or
hasn't shown them the seal.
I'm just saying,
travel
as
yet,
far
or
as
whatever.
I'm concerned, this would be like downtown freaking Detroit, and I would stay as far the fuck away from Earth as I possibly could. If I was an alien, I'd be like, alright, roll up the windows,
kids.
lock the doors, we're going over Earth.
Yep.
Okay?
But let's look at the other side of that. Okay? Yes, most people stay the fuck away from Detroit. But you do get the occasional person who's like, well, let's just go see what's in there and let's see what we can do in there.
Yeah, and then you get Area 51 bullshit with the
And they're the ones that got shot down.
Well, no, but like you got to admit there is a possibility that the ones that have already been here, like Nikki's an abductee herself, right? Therefore, some of them did say, "Okay, it's Detroit." Well, who do you experiment on? The lowest of the low.
Detroitians.
Yeah. Friend, think of how many medical fucking experiments go on in low-income areas.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they need the money. Friend, it's a
Yeah,
little
I
different with
guess
the
if like
aliens
an
because...
alien abducted me and was
I don't know,
like,
Nikki, have you ever gotten any money?
Hello?
Nikki's muted.
And Nicky, they ever pay you?
Never get like some titanium brick?
that'd be cool.
Or a
You got,
carbon
like, a
ball?
titanium
Frozen?
brick.
Yeah, that would be cool. Just to have a brick of titanium.
A brick
Because
of
I am
titanium?
titanium.
Just have it sitting on a shelf.
Oh, no, I don't know what happened with Nikki.
No, okay.
Friend. All right, well,
Let's see. And I agree with you.
She lost internet.
She lost internet.
Okay.
She sent
Okay.
it in the...
She's trying to get
Chat.
it back.
Yeah,
So-
she was frozen.
So, yeah, absolutely. Aliens show up without the government's approval. Yeah, you're gonna CNN's gonna be there, and Fox is gonna be there and say, "Oh, look, they're demons," or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
and we're going to have the same arguments that we do with everything else they come up with.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone will say, well, it's on Fox, it's fake news.
It depends. Well, no, it depends on which side of the.
Fox
of
will
the,
say, oh, it's on CNN, it's fake news.
Fake news. Yep, it's all fake news. So
Yeah.
yeah,
they'll just try and discredit each other. still.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, the only way that disclosure is actually going to happen, and to, like seriously, the only way, is if a goddamn spaceship is in every major goddamn city, comes down all at the same time, releases the freaking aliens, and the aliens are like, "What up?" Okay?
Yeah.
That's the only way
'Cause you're not
that we are
gonna believe
actually
it.
going to believe that.
we're not
Can I
going to
ask
believe
you
it
a
if
question?
Biden says it or
Why-
Trump says
Why
it.
every time you talk about this, someone's a prisoner? Why does the ship have to release the aliens?
Okay, I gotta tell you something. Okay?
Release,
You're into bondage.
release the cats.
You should already know this.
It's a German part coming out. It's a German part coming out.
Hey, whoa.
Damn!
What? You are part German.
Damn!
So were you!
You know what?
Yeah.
Late last
But
night,
less.
we actually talked about this. She tried to put Jesus in the oven.
Yeah.
What?
And
Oh, okay.
Put Jesus in the oven?
No. Okay, time
First
to
you want to
fuck
be a
out.
Jewish man.
Damn.
Now you're being. Now you're just
Okay,
complete.
whoa.
You're just changing sides.
I wasn't changing sides. I've always been on
What,
the
you went
same
Roman?
side.
Jew.
You went Roman this time?
No, she wanted to be a Jewish man. Now she wants to be. Now she's on the German
Yeah,
side.
that
Damn.
did change sides at some point.
Yeah,
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Aliens, guys. So aliens.
You put aliens in the oven too? With
Only if they're
Jesus?
Jewish aliens.
Oh,
my fuck.
okay.
She likes to keep them in a closed
Good God.
area.
Okay, aliens are not Anne Frank, guys. We can't just lock them up in a
She works at the school.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you trying to light up the kid's teacher?
So, who, in your
What the
opinion,
fuck?
though, it's
Rick, God damn it!
alien dick.
What?
And there's my
Right
one
there.
night.
So,
Oh.
So who, what, when, where, and
Well,
why?
it's
If I
an
had to
alien
tell you,
dick.
yeah.
Who on this planet would you trust to come out and say the aliens have landed?
The alien.
Myself.
No, well, personally,
I
would
wouldn't
like to see
trust
the,
any fucking buddy
I
unless
would
it
like
was
to see
me.
the Pope.
No, I wouldn't even trust the Pope. I'd be like, I
I
didn't
would.
see one, fuck it. And honestly, they would have to land or be right above my head and say, "We exist!" for me to be like, wow, they exist. For real. I don't
Pat
believe
Robertson just died,
shit.
so I'm out.
I wonder
So
if
I don't
they would-
have my guy to explain it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
If aliens actually came down, I wonder if they would give us any technology or just like have us as little pets like we do to dogs.
Well, we know. Okay, you want a chupacabra running around your house? I don't think so.
That would be fun. Just have it like in a cage in your basement. Anytime
Don't poke it with a stick.
anytime you have a bad party guest, throw them under.
Rick.
Nikki, are you here?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think so. I had to switch over to.
Nikki, can you hear me?
Did you hear what I asked you?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so we were talking about the validity of aliens coming to the Earth, and Kayla was
Yeah.
mentioning how Earth is like the Detroit of the universe, and they'd all want to
Yeah.
avoid it. And I brought up the fact that if even though Earth is like the Detroit of the universe, there's still people that do like medical experimentation and that kind of stuff against the lower income housing or lower income people of the world, right?
Yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Or if,
So-
or if you're the Nazis, whoever you just happen to have slave labor wise, or
Yeah.
that you've rounded up in accounts. So yeah.
So, but we were thinking about how like they do pay the low income people a minuscule amount to do the experimentation. So we were wondering, as an abductee, have you ever ended up with like a titanium block in your home afterwards?
Or like a tungsten block? Or
A
like
they
lock,
thought-
B-L-O-C-K.
Yeah. like that they
Basically,
thought
have
was
you
part
ever been
payment.
paid for being taken up there?
did you
No.
get that moolah?
You
No.
found nothing weird at your house afterwards?
Like maybe
Like
some alien
gold or-
saliva? You're into
I don't
that?
think it would be gold.
Things have
No,
been placed.
they're taking
Diamonds?
gold. They're coming here.
Diamonds
for
are
gold.
universal.
Hey, Christopher. Great to see you in the chat room.
I've had. See, yeah, I can't even access that now. I've had a lot of different little things that have been moved that I've always attributed to spirits. because I've always been around spirits all the damn time, every day. And so I've always attributed that to spirits, moving different things, moving keys, just all different sorts of stuff. I've had clicking, the sounds of clicking when I've been on, speaking of which, when I've been on Skype and I've been on video calls with people. I've had clicking that they've been able to hear, and we were not able. I literally walking around the apartment trying to figure out where the clicking was coming from, and realizing that it's higher than the ceiling, and they can hear it too. And it's not normal, and me freaking out because I'm like, that is exactly how the ETs click when they talk to each other. Other than that, no. Have I had devices in me? Yes. Have I had, it's also been taken out. I've had devices placed. I've had devices removed. I currently, and have had for the last 2.5 years now. I'd have to go back into my records and look. But currently, right now, I've got ET, what I classify as ET flesh tissue, that they replaced half of my throat and 3/4 of one of my eustachian tubes. And when I got COVID this last time, the COVID didn't affect the human tissue. It affected ET tissue, and still is, as a matter of fact. And so I've asked them, I'm like, okay, normally I wouldn't ask you to come and get me, but come and get me and fix this shit. Because it's extremely painful. So other than that, now I have had like a ball gag put in my mouth where the roof of my mouth has been shattered and regrown. That happened somewhere between the age of 10 and 13 years old. I've been strapped down and all of that kind of stuff there. And then also put into the baby program. Can't think of what it's called at this second. But, and
So,
my...
Just wondering, do you think that they maybe think that that's all payment?
Evidence.
Well, no, but could the aliens consider the things that they put inside you payment?
No.
No?
No. They're doing, based on how I understand it right now, they're doing the implantation. The baby programs are to create hybrids to help alleviate numerous situations. The souls of those babies, oddly enough, even if a human host mother, and I do call them a host because, hello, the babies are implanted as embryos, grown to what our classification of time would be 3 to 4 months, and then removed if they are not gone to full birth. Well, that's a totally different race of ETs that do that. The ones that make the mothers go to full term. But you're dealing with different uses to the breeding program, and the breeding programs, and there's not just one, there's a number of them, and they've gone on for thousands of years. They're, as long as humans have been on this planet, that I'm aware of. So,
but what I'm trying to see is if there's a correlation between what we do as medical experimentation on lower class people compared to abductees and aliens. Do you think there's anything that they would consider what they give to you as payment?
I just have a quick question about aliens.
Payment.
What?
You know how for humans there's male and female?
Yeah.
Do aliens also have that, or do they?
It depends on the race, dude.
Depends on the race.
Like, say, grays. Are they like?
So one theory is that the Greys were destroyed.
Greys are asexual, bro.
Yeah, well, there's one theory that they got basically nuked in a war. They cannot procreate, which is why they use humans.
That's why they're gray.
All the ash.
They're kind of bluish. They're bluish gray.
They bred the Greys, as far as I know. You have to ask Keith for verification based on what he knows. But how I understand it, the Greys bred sexuality out of them, out of their race, out of their species, whatever you frick you want to call them. But
there's got to be a gray out there that's just like, fuck this.
I still got my balls. I still got my balls.
Like, you got an entire race to just be like, you know what? Take the dick.
So they're all just like Ken dolls.
Our sexuality. They do not. Oh no! Did I just lose you guys again?
Nope. I hear you.
You're here.
My phone just did something wonky, and it looked like it cut you guys off. So, yeah, they bred it out of them, and they do not understand humanity's emotions. They do not understand. Now, not all races of Greys are like this, but many are, based on what I have personally witnessed and experienced. They don't understand.
There's more than one race of Grey?
Oh yeah, there's like 16.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay, so there's
there's
three different known races of Greys, and there's 16 subspecies. And I'm sure there's a whole shit ton more than that. But
okay, so it's just like the difference between like Neanderthal and
yeah.
Okay.
So hybrids of Greys.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's a
you
whole
get
other
that
class.
mixed in with it too, and it F's everything up regarding the Greys, because people, when they talk about the Greys, are classified.
I'm
we there yet?
Well,
Yeah, I
I've
lost
seen
you
people
again.
talk about like there being really short Greys and like super
Yep.
tall guys and like
So from what I understand, the short ones are like the worker bees, and the tall ones,
They can be.
and the tall ones are like the doctors and the leaders.
They can also, the tall ones can be the Watchers too. They can be classified as the Watchers.
So
The short
security.
ones. There's a few different short ones. There's ones that are
I'm not that short.
clone-like.
I'm average height
There-
for my age.
There are ones that are clone-like. There's ones that are like what you were saying, where they're worker bees, hive mind, very different than the first round. There's ones that are clones that are hive mind, but yet are separate. I don't know how else to explain it any other way than saying that. And then there's others. I mean, it gets very confusing, and everybody lumps all the together.
So the way that I'm looking at this, okay? So let's say Greys are like bees. Not that they are, but let's say they are. Okay?
I know, I get it. Yeah.
Then you got your worker bees, you got this and that, and then you got your other species of bees. You got your hornets, you got your wasps, you got... Okay, so is that the basic understanding of that?
To some degree, yes.
Okay.
It depends too, because there have been some abductees that have talked about having the Greys, and then there's mantids over here, and there's reptilians over here, and so there's like...
So like they're working together to... It's like a think tank ship.
There's some
Right.
There's some Greys that work together with other races.
Yeah.
There's a group of Greys that one of them one group is how I should state that, and they work with numerous other races of ETs. Oh my God, the list, I can't even begin. I can't even fathom the list, because I've seen so many different ETs that it's mind-boggling to me.
There
And I'm
is
an abduct-
something I've always wondered.
What?
What?
You said that the aliens talk like with the clicking and clacking, right? Do you think there's tribes do you think there's tribes in Africa that can understand them?
Ooh, the Dogon tribe.
Great question.
Like
they speak the same
we all
language.
sitting here thinking that they're the most uninteresting races out in the African jungle, and they're sitting here talking with aliens like it's Tuesday.
Well, that's why I say the Dogon tribe, because the Dogon tribe talks about the alien race that comes down.
There's a group, I don't remember exactly where they're at. Humans are not allowed to access them. I mean, they're literally whatever island they're on. I was just reading about this, I don't know, in the last 2.5 weeks or so. And there's like a warning around this island or this area, and this tribe, they make noises, and it reminded me of this, what the Sasquatch do. But they make noises like animals do in order to talk to each other when it's urgent. It's like their version of shorthand.
Yeah,
and I was reading this, just blown away by what it was.
If you don't follow the
so
warning,
it would not.
they shoot at you.
It would not surprise me if there was a group of humans that nothing to me is off the table anymore.
Right.
I mean,
okay,
it's just
weirdly enough,
mind-blowing.
I do know what tribe you're talking about, and the reason that I think it's a little bit weird is because their name is the Sentinels.
Oh, for F's sake, seriously?
Seriously. They live off of Sentinel Island, and the name of the tribe that you're talking about is the Sentinels.
Aren't they the ones that shot the fucking Christian ministry?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and they shot, it was a perfect shot. They got it on camera. Friend, straight to the chest, it was a kill shot.
To a missionary?
Yeah. Friend.
He went there to try to civilize them, and they said, ha, and killed him.
And this was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody
has been allowed on the island since because they shoot to kill.
Or before.
Nobody was supposed to be,
And nobody was supposed to have gone on there to start with.
No.
Because they were supposed to have just left them alone.
Welcome, Christopher.
Welcome.
Come on, if they don't want to be messed with, don't go there.
Right.
It's pretty much common sense.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Paula? The people on TikTok are all very normal.
Not if you go deep enough.
So
Tick-tock. A ticket to the tick-tock.
and so how would you communicate with them? Most of them communicate telepathically. And
Probing.
what?
You probe me, I probe you.
No.
Friend.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, Christopher knows what
that was
tribe.
almost a Barney song, and it was actually really disturbing.
You probe me, I probe you. We all probe
each other anally. But
Yeah, well, but any person that visits there will
With
get
a
shot with arrows.
TikTok from
And I
you,
get
and
that.
oh my
and
God,
didn't you
for
say there were
me.
warning signs around the island? Don't fucking come here.
Yeah, but the problem is all the signs were written in click-clack.
No, I gotta tell you, the biggest problem with it is it's just like a teenage kid. If you say, you can go anywhere in the world you want, but you're not allowed to go here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing they're gonna do? They're gonna be like,
Go
"Ooh,
right there."
I want to go there.
Why wouldn't we have the teenage
Okay.
kid answer that?
well, but it's like putting now we've gotten to the point where we have to put warnings on hammers to not hit your head with them.
Seriously, a chainsaw straight up says not for genital shaving.
Well, somebody apparently tried to do it.
I
Told you that was a bad idea.
Really?
You know what I mean? This
Seriously, you
stupidest
tried
shit.
to do a bush carving?
Hey.
Well,
What kind
they
of bush?
sued McDonald's over hot coffee, and now it has to say contents may be hot on every cup. Like, come on.
because some stupid fuck tried it.
And they don't
Right?
say caution may be hot, it says caution very hot.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
those signs are up just to more or less tell you that the Indian government or whoever it is that's the government's responsible for that island is telling you, don't fucking come here.
Yeah.
You will die.
So I'm sorry, if you
If
go there
you-
to convert somebody and you get shot, you were warned.
Dumbassery!
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I told Paula that when that story happened years ago. I can't feel sorry. I can't feel bad for the guy. He's an idiot. And they told him, more or less, don't go. And he went. And I believe, look, I'm all for Christianity. I am. And for spreading the gospel of Jesus, I'm good with it. But
Oh yeah,
there's a reason they put the warning signs up. These people don't want to be preached to or to be...
Nope.
Yeah. They've... And it's a social experiment, I guess, whatever government. So I guess we're studying them probably, too. I mean, collectively, the world governments, all these little isolated tribes, I imagine we're watching them audio, visually, somehow. We're putting little things in trees just to see what it was like. We're doing
And then-
research.
yeah.
And then they ate him.
I actually heard something
And
about
then they ate
that.
him.
How
Yep.
two dudes made a whole new religion in some tribe because they did a drone light show above their little tribe.
Mhm.
And there was also a guy who went out there and became one of them.
Well, there's a tribe of people that back during World War II, they used that little tiny island to land planes on and
Refuel.
not refuel, but give them their
Rearm?
little break in between.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Flight.
Okay.
Okay. And that entire tribe that lives on that island worships the sky god,
The airplane.
and they paint a U.S. flag on their chest once a year, and they go out and they celebrate the sky gods coming
Independence
back.
Day. Yeah. And yeah, look at what. So that really goes back to the ancient astronaut theory.
Mm-hmm.
Of yes, some aliens came down and taught them some things and
Right.
what the fuck ever.
And they believed that they were like some all-powerful beings, and they must be gods because they have these machines. And
Oh yeah, big boom, bada boom,
Yeah.
bada boom. Yeah, I have my multipass. Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
What?
So, what the hell's that?
What? Ooh, where'd the show go? There it is.
I'm here. What?
No, his whole screen disappeared.
Oh,
No, we're
Hey,
good.
wait, it's there. It's there.
Friend, so, okay.
So what?
John had a good question.
Oh, what?
Are there any redneck aliens?
Yeah, there's humans
of course
that
there are. There are rednecks
like,
all over the
Are there just like
universe.
one in the corner of the universe with a giant ray gun?
Dude,
just
how do you
sitting there?
think? How do you think Roswell happened?
No,
I can see
guys,
it
you're
now. Hold
missing-
my beer.
We are all missing the huge fucking point on that.
What?
Yeah, they're called Earthlings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're the redneck aliens.
no, we are not the redneck aliens.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're every species
All right.
in the entire universe, this planet. Yeah, all.
We are not-
There's somebody that's red.
We are not the rednecks. You're right. We're the Florida.
yes.
Floridian.
of the
That's
universe.
worse than redneck. Rednecks have some common sense. Floridians, no. Oh, those people are idiots.
They're like the red.
I know rednecks. I know rednecks can build stuff in a moment's notice, and just as complicated as any physicists or scientists could put together. It may not be the way they do it, but it gets the job done. Floridians, on the other hand, are just idiots. Not all Floridians, I should.
Which we've proven we are. We can't even build a proper tower. It's starting to fall over.
Yeah.
The
True.
those little ricks. That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Paula wants the beautiful ladies of the S-4 Bunker to answer what would be the most important thing to communicate to an alien species, and how would you communicate with them?
So, Nikki, Kayla, John, go ahead.
Okay. How do I put those? Am I with Cole at the time, or is this before Cole?
God.
Okay, it's now. What would be the most important thing to an alien species? And how would we communicate with an alien species?
It's the most important thing to communicate to them.
To be perfectly honest, though,
Please don't kill us.
I really think that there's some telepathic stuff happening between most alien species.
Yep.
So as far as how we would communicate with them,
They would
I think
initiate, I'm
they
pretty
would
sure.
understand what you were thinking before you even necessarily understood what you were thinking.
Right. So what would you communicate to them, though?
It depends on what their intentions were.
Please don't eat me.
What happens if you didn't know their intentions?
Could you listen to my demo?
Do you listen to the bunker too?
If I saw an alien, I know exactly what I would do.
What?
I would show it a funny cat video.
Oh my God.
Well, that might terrify them, depending on whether or not
Just
they.
like a cat sitting on a bed and just falls over.
They would immediately say, yeah, we were right. There's no intelligent life on this planet.
No.
I'll show them like an hour-long video of a cat. There's a cat.
Yeah. You know what? John's right, though, because if they don't think there's any intelligent life here, they'll take off and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Or they'll...
Really? You think so?
Or they'll exterminate.
Or would they say, oh, food?
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, I gotta be right here and say, it depends on which one of us they abduct, whether or not they believe there's intelligent life here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was me, obviously they'd be like, wow, these people are superstars.
Alright. Nikki.
Good drugs, eh?
Is Nikki still with us?
Yeah.
So,
repeat the question, would you please?
So, one, what do you consider the most important piece of information to give to the aliens, and how do you do it? I think that telepathy is probably the most realistic as far as the communication factor, unless you can speak their language. But what would you... Go ahead.
Well, I agree and disagree with that, mostly because Keith kind of schooled me on something regarding that one. All my life, because I've been dealing with different races of ET who have been telepathic, he informed me that not all races of ET are telepathic. That blew me out of the water simply because I've always, I'm 55 years old, so basically 52 years of my life I've experienced ETs that are telepathic. And have never experienced, not one that I'm aware of, where I've ever experienced one that wasn't telepathic. That said, I think what I would state would be humanity is extremely difficult to deal with. They're extremely fearful of damn near everything. Take your time. Be careful with them. Don't baby, don't coddle them, but explain. It's we are a very humans are extremely difficult to deal with. And are you? What are you laughing? 'Cause I don't have this to the Discord chat.
It's okay.
It's nothing.
It's just some Rick and Morty shit that went into the Discord. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And I'm with you, Nikki, because I don't understand it because I don't watch that fucking show.
Well,
Fuck.
I know who they are, but I don't have my Discord up right now, so I have to have my laptop for that. And my laptop is being a pain in the butt right now, so, which is that and the internet. So I'm lucky to be here tonight, I guess. But with everything that I understand from the various different races, telepathy with the ETs, you have no private thought in your head, which is one of the reasons why they have trained me and I have trained myself because of them to deliberately have a blank mind when I'm around people. Simply because anything you think, it's like public freaking domain. They hear everything, and unless you have their ability to, and it's an incredibly strong ability to shut down your private thoughts and literally put barriers to your thoughts and, the blankness of a mind, so to speak, that's public domain. You are not going. You're going to have some problems. So, basically, everything you feel, they're going to feel. They're going to sense. They're going to know.
Okay, so now I get it.
You cannot.
If I was ever abducted, it was only once, and that alien ran away crying.
Oh.
Because if they see every thought, they were fucked afterwards. They were done. They couldn't do anything.
A lot of them are not afraid of that. They're literally. It doesn't. They're not afraid. Because the ones that I know, they can control the human brain really freaking well. So well, it's insanely scary how well they control the human brain. They can control the human brain in such a way to where they can shut you down. You can't, and it's simply with their mind. I mean, they don't have to have any other abilities. It's literally their mind to you.
They've gone beyond telepathy, depending on the race. Again, I don't remember which race it was. They actually have an implant that goes in the center of your brain, where we actually had one case there.
That would honestly suck if your thoughts were public domain. That would really suck.
So
For you, yes, it would.
They put, I believe it was in the center of the brain, and they can actually transfer and
high school would be a
put
completely
uploads
new
and
story.
downloads into your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only that, Eric, but there are devices, and they've gotten pretty small, just even in the last year and a half, 2 years, that they can put over the top of a human's forehead and literally subdivide out your consciousness, your higher consciousness. They can divide out different aspects of your consciousness, which I didn't even know was possible, but it is, and it makes so much more sense to me now, and I understand it more. But it's frightening when you think about it. They can literally subdivide out your consciousness, and actually put that part of the consciousness into a clone body. Now, I've had people debate with me over that, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I've experienced it myself. I know it can happen. And it is frightening when it first happens.
What
Very
if
frightening.
you are of a higher consciousness?
How high are we talking about? Because I had no idea how high the consciousness goes. And it's really freaking, extremely high. If you're as high of a consciousness as an ET, depending upon the race, you're dealing with some what we would classify as extreme powers. Powers is the only word I can think of at this second in time, but it would mind-boggling. I'm only just, like I said, I'm 55. I'm only just now really wrapping my mind around the scientific aspect of this, around what is really not just conceivable, but doable. I mean, the things that they are doing, it's just like, it'll blow you away. It's just, wow.
Right.
How to even describe it.
Right. And I'm in no way trying to be an ass when I say that, but you know as well as I know that there are people of a way higher consciousness than other people. It's just like, honestly, there are people of a way higher IQ than other people and different things like this. Mm-hmm. Right? So, do you believe that there's anyone on this planet, from what you've seen of the ET, that would be anywhere near their level of consciousness?
There's a few. There's one I personally know. Mm-hmm. But I do believe there are that are human. They are not ET. They are not hybrid. What we classify as hybrid. We're all forms of hybrids, but that's beside the point. But yeah, I honestly, I believe there's maybe a couple of handfuls, but not very many. I said a few is 3, but honestly, when the rubber meets the road, I believe there's probably 10.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, do you track? What do you know about star seeds? And do you track star seeds?
Like star children? Is that what we're talking about?
Kind of. So star seeds are people that believe they were alien in another life, and and that's not even fully accurate either. They believe they were planted here from another race.
Okay, so they believe that they themselves are a form of hybrid being.
Right.
Okay.
For lack of a better term, I guess, yeah. And they do think they have abilities. They do think they have higher intelligence, things of that nature.
Okay.
Do I keep track of them? Hell no. I honestly, I despise the term starseed. Oh God, there's so many connotations with that.
Okay.
But I get where they're coming from. I mean, I'm not gonna disavow is the word I want to use, but that's not the right term.
Well,
it frustrates me.
So something recently coming down the wire, and if you watch some of the, how do I even say this? They're trying to create another form of satanic panic.
Okay, but alien panic?
That's my favorite kind of panic.
Huh?
That's my favorite kind of panic.
I thought it was at the
back
disco.
in the 70s.
Oh, no. Satanic Panic was the 80s. Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, when everybody thought that the cult was for everything.
Shit,
and
that's when Satan was coming into his own. That's when he knew he had this
and
place.
they said heavy metal rock music led you to Satan.
I'm just saying, he calls himself Morningstar.
D&D led you to Satan, and blah, blah, blah.
Are you talking about the current fear factor that the government is trying to put off on everybody regarding?
I just read this report today, so I haven't really researched a whole lot. I was wondering. That's why I was wondering if you'd heard anything about it. And they're trying to lump pagans and New Age and Satanists all into this starseed bullshit.
Oh, is it the religious right? Oh, those idiots have been up.
Yeah,
please send me that link because I want to read that. That is bullshit. If they are actually trying to do that, oh my God,
they're trying to get rid of gay material that isn't even about gay stuff in schools.
It's not okay.
This is not.
Yeah, you're dealing with so many freaking subjects in that. It is not okay.
And I agree with you. I agree with you, Rick. But at the same time, you have enough stupid people out there that'll take it serious and go after people.
Well, I know that, Eric. I know that, and I lived around those people, and I know some of them to this day that believe in this bullshit. And it drives me absolutely batshit insane because people can't use common sense and or logic.
Exactly.
And I do love these people, and I pray for them. I do pray for them, but. Yeah, it's you can't. I guess
not
frustrated.
There's so many subjects. Sorry, Rick.
That's okay.
There's so many subjects that they're subdivided. They are divided subjects. One doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the other.
Nope.
And yet, lumping them all together, summing them all up into one gigantic, all-encompassing subject, that is not only bullshit in the making, that is deliberate troublemaking. And that's the kind of stuff that can cause people with weapons, stupidity with people with weapons, who are normally logical people. I mean, if you get into that mentality, it can create some serious effing problems. Oh my God. Really bad. Traumatized, terrorizing. Stuff that bad.
Bad juju.
Yes, very bad juju. Ooh. Don't do that, guys. Don't fall into that trap of this bullshit. Seriously, it can think critically. Use critical thinking skills. Oh, thank you, Eric. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, they're trying to fuel another panic. It needs to be shot down like immediately before it does spread.
Yeah, the thing I was going to say, the reason I said the 70s is because, and Paula will back me up on this, is we've watched, and she was a fan of these sort of movies, these horror movies from back in the 70s where everything was about Satan and the devil and something, and I do remember the music part of things in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember Tipper Gore and all the,
Well, in the 70s, so going back in the 70s, you had the New Age movement, and they were actually seen with the rainbow. That was before the Pride movement took the rainbow flag and whatnot. But the rainbow back in the 70s was actually seen as New Age.
The 90s brought the new kids.
The new kids on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the world hasn't been the same since.
That's true.
What the what?
Hanging tough. We're hanging tough. Just remember, we're hanging tough.
So, we live in such a diverse world that if everyone just got along, why can't we all just get along?
It's not that diverse. Land, water. Pretty much two things.
Okay, so Paula asks...
I broke Eric.
Paula asks, how should humanity interact with alien life?
You shouldn't.
I don't believe that.
Poke it with a stick. It's what we do.
Do what we did.
No, we don't poke it with a stick. We shoot it.
Do what we did to the natives.
Not if
when
it's
we found
just
them.
like slime on the ground.
We step on it then.
Nope, there's your answer right there in Discord.
Or we do what we did to the natives.
What?
Give them blankets?
No, we don't. Fuck you.
Whoa!
You're one of them too, dickhead.
Yeah, but it worked on us. It can work on them.
Oh, God. That's how they did for the world, sort of accidentally.
I
but
can't
yeah,
believe
they
you went there.
Give them blankets with some, with COVID in them, and then just see them get wiped out. We did it to the Mayans. We did it
People
to...
were still
or we
getting
just
abducted
let-
during COVID. They weren't that scared of it, obviously.
Okay,
Just let
whoa.
us-
Whoa. Aliens are just another form of life, man.
Aliens are people too.
They're not
But the-
people,
No,
they're
that's-
extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
But
do they taste like chicken?
I'm pretty
they
sure
actually
there's a
have
few
an
of them
extra
that
Way to get that back around, Rick. I love it.
Actually have an extra testicle.
What? Only you would be interested in that one.
Hey,
Okay, whoa,
that's a
whoa,
good
whoa,
question.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What
What
the
about
fuck
an
you
extra
want?
penis?
What the fuck you want an extra testicle? What the hell?
I didn't say I wanted an extra testicle. I mean, I wouldn't say no. What if I lose one of them?
Oh,
Fred, then I
If
got a
you keep
spare.
talking, you're gonna lose one of them.
Better have...
Well, there's some ETs. Yeah,
It's better to have an extra than
there's
have
some
none.
male ETs who have their penises hidden inside of a pouch. So when you look at them, they look like
Asexual?
they don't have anything there. Yeah.
Penis pouch! Oh, sorry.
We must check if the Ken don't
Is
have
it
the
separate
pouch.
from the? Is it separate from the ball sack?
Okay,
So they have a penis pouch in the ball sack. Wait.
I would say, to be honest, my honest opinion on how we should interact with alien life, okay, is that it totally and fully depends on the species that we're talking about.
Well, it depends on how the. So
Let's say gnome people.
an alien comes up on your porch and says, "Hey, yo, you want to fuck?"
I'd be like, hey, yo, I'm married, but hit me up in a few years. No.
What?
Oh damn! Oh,
No, but seriously,
Cole's giving you a death stare right now.
All I'm thinking is fucking take her now.
seriously though, I really do believe it depends on the alien race.
If they have the penis pouch,
Yeah.
you kick them in it.
Okay? Because
Would it protect it?
if it's, from what I hear of reptilians, if a reptilian comes up on your porch,
Jay tastes like chicken.
okay, versus a gray, versus a mantid, versus a, like, you would interact differently with all of
Ooh.
these
Yeah, you don't eat
different
grays.
races.
I was sitting the mattress after a rodent problem.
You don't eat grays.
No,
Well, do you ever eat gray meat?
no.
That's just a bad sign it's gone
Okay,
bad.
then you throw you throw the gray over the spit, and you cook it. And
Do
see
they
if it
taste
turns
like
brown.
pig? Kind
Wait,
of like human?
Can lizard people regenerate their
You put
body
an
parts?
apple in his mouth.
That's a good question, John. There
Like,
are
can
some
I
that
chop
can.
off its leg, cook
Some
it,
that don't.
then I get an infinite supply?
What Nikki just said made the most sense. Some can. Because
Yes.
you gotta think, not every lizard can do that.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
gotta find the right one. Then I can open a brand new restaurant and never have to pay for meat. Business plan.
Only from the fucking mind of a teenager.
Wow.
No,
Ooh.
just this teenager.
Uh-huh.
Is this the same teenager that wants to be a politician someday?
Yep.
Yep.
No, I don't want to be a
Want to
politician.
redact this whole episode.
I'm gonna be.
for every
I want
episode
to
you've
actually
been
be a
to.
psychiatrist.
Nah, we're good.
What?
What?
Psychiatrist.
You don't want to be a
What?
politician. You want to be a what?
Psychiatrist.
I thought you wanted to be the governor.
You
Same
don't
thing.
have the
Same
ability
thing.
to be a psychiatrist.
I can be a psychiatrist.
No, those people actually have to
You got
help
plenty of
other-
people to practice on.
You have to help people solve problems, not just tell them, yeah, go ahead.
No,
I dare
I'm gonna
you.
give him more
I can
problems.
help them.
I saw a Criminal Mind episode like this.
Hey, Nikki, John wants to replace Inslee.
Ugh.
Oh.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I can help
What,
people
can-
solve their problems.
right now, it would be a step up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Leaps and bounds by a long stretch.
And he's going to have Uncle Eric be his security guy so I can go there and tell him how to run it.
It's okay, John. I'll be your running mate.
Like you've ever ran.
Yeah.
I have not ran in years.
And Cole's going to be the vice president of, yeah. Oh,
Vice President of Indian Affairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be ambassador to Texas. Somebody's got to talk to those idiots. So,
There you go. You could be in
speak
the
their
Texas.
language. I can go there.
Hey, you could take over the Texan embassy in Olympia.
And Mom can be our translator for the aliens. She's part one.
Wait, what did you say?
You're baker.
I'm not going to be a baker.
With how much you like the oven? Yeah.
Wait, you went from psychiatrist to governor to baker now?
No.
What the fuck? Oh, never mind. I'll talk to you in 10 years. And then we'll figure out what the hell you're going to do.
I'm going to minor in that.
You're going to minor
That's
in
probably
baking?
true, Paula. She says we don't interact with other humans well yet, so I have no faith that we would interact properly with alien life. I think that's why they only present themselves to selective individuals currently. And you know what? That's true. Like, I probably would kick him in the penis pouch. So that's probably why they haven't said
I have an honest question.
I've had them stand in front of me. Actually, I take that back. I had one behind me, one on each side of me, holding onto my arms, and I'm telling them that if they didn't frickin' let me, well, it wasn't just because of this. I was literally just brought back home and standing in my bedroom, and I was so pissed off at them for what they had done while I was on board. I'm threatening them all the way down, telling them if I could get my hands on a weapon, I would cut them in pieces. Ribbons is how I worded it. I'd hack them up into tiny little pieces because I would, and they were like, just hold her tighter because she's undone our control on her brain. That's basically what was said. I'm not going to say how they worded it, but they were having problems holding me. And I have a back injury to where I was not physically capable of being that kind of physically active, but I was so pissed off to where I still haven't remembered what it is that they did to me, but to get me that pissed off, I was physically fit enough in that moment to where I literally broke their control over my brain and over my body, and I was fighting them. And they had to physically restrain.
It sound very weird.
But that's the difference, Nikki. I wouldn't do it out of anger. I just think it's fucking hilarious when someone gets kicked in the penis. That is funny as shit. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what planet you're from. That's funny.
Okay, I have an honest question about aliens.
I knew where I could, and I couldn't. They had such tight. I never thought to take pictures of it, but I had marks on my arms.
Okay, what were you saying, Sean?
Okay, I have an honest question. If an alien was to, like, come up on, our Porsche and say, take me to your leader, would you actually take it to your leader?
Yeah.
No.
I'm kicking him in the nuts. He's going to see God for a second.
Like, right in there.
Who would you actually take the alien to?
Who would you take it to if they asked you to take it to your leader?
Kimberly.
That's going to end horribly.
And she would hit it with a protective
It'd
stone.
do a lot better than taking him to, let's say, Biden or Trudeau for an...
Ansling or...
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually probably invite him in and say, let me tell you a story.
You don't really have a fucking leader in this planet.
You might not want to meet them for a minute.
What about the UN?
Or the Russian embassy.
Those people? Seriously.
No, there actually is a UN ambassador for alien contact.
Oh my God, no.
Hold on.
Okay. To be perfectly honest,
I wouldn't take it.
I think if we took him to William Shatner, everything would be fine.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that. Not William Shatner. Dan Aykroyd.
Perfect.
I would honestly see Dan Aykroyd as a leader more than I would. Well, William Shatner's okay, but he's too old.
No.
Either that,
Shatner's
or
a
we'd bring
bitch.
him to George Takei, so all he can say is, "Oh my!" That'd be great.
Hey, Shatner,
Fuck that guy.
Kirk brokered peace with the Klingons after they killed his son. So, if anybody's going to do it, it's Shatner.
Oh
Well,
my
we
God.
can't bring him to Will Smith. He'd just slap him in the face.
Yeah.
And he-
Jack Sparrow.
Well, they should have kept his wife's name out of their fucking mouths.
Yeah.
We could take him to Captain Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. We're gonna bring him to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
He is a leader.
Okay, that might actually go over okay.
Trying to think of creepy people that might have some intelligence. Christopher Walken.
Wow.
Oh, Christopher Walken. Yeah.
If we went the other way and sent him to Amber Heard, she'd just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Can you imagine an alien meeting Christopher Walken? So,
Oh my God.
You're from...
Oh, what's up, bro?
Or Jim Carrey. No, or Jim Carrey.
Stephen King.
Oh God. He write a book about him.
Fuck that. Let's give him to Gene Roddenberry.
He's dead.
Well, okay, fine. Spielberg.
No.
No, that guy's a weasel.
Not that. No.
Friend.
Or Chris Hemsworth.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Ooh. Again.
No,
hey, bro,
you know what?
right then.
We need a council. So Steve Buscemi, Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead. So
That doesn't matter with this council.
Okay, so Steve Buscemi.
yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken's got to be on there.
Dan Aykroyd,
Okay, yeah, Dan Aykroyd's a good one.
he's the president. Mm-hmm. But honestly, there is Malaysian astrophysicist Mazlan Othman, who is currently the director, or maybe not now. When was this one put out? 2011. She's probably still there.
Everybody knows that we just take him to Morgan Freeman.
But she was the director of the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs. And they actually made her the, what do they call that? Ambassador for Alien Worlds.
Oh yeah, they gave her a special appointment and everything.
And that is at the UN. But, no, you're
But
you're
seriously,
right. I wouldn't trust the UN to be the voice of the planet either.
so
Hell.
what would be wrong with bringing him to Morgan Freeman? Okay, everybody thinks that Morgan Freeman plays the best God, the best president, the best everything. He's in like everything. He's got that soothing
That guy.
voice.
That guy.
Okay, so for fucking real.
But I think his name. Who's
Zach Baggins.
Zach
No.
Bagans.
Okay.
the naysayer
They'll take
in,
him.
what is it? Astronomy, science. Can't stand the guy. Can't think of his name.
The weird guy from Ancient Aliens that's up in the Discord.
George
Yeah, that guy.
Zukalos?
Send him. Yes.
George Suckadick?
Oh.
Send him to him.
It's Giorgio Sucking It.
Oh, you were thinking of Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah.
His mind blown, standing in front of a real life ET and have him taken on
Good.
board
Taking the,
and
Yes.
gone off into the different realms. And brought back. Yeah. Bingo.
I gotta be perfectly honest. I am not a big fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nice.
take it to Mike Tyson.
And
If the
my
aliens start
point.
starting to smash, give him a good left hook.
But to be perfectly honest, everybody that we've named just now is an American.
Yeah.
If we are planning on the first contact with an alien race, do we really want an American being the one?
That's true.
I want.
We should have a
I want
Canadian
Arnold
there
to
when
be
we
there.
Gretzky.
He can go. Get in the chopper. Get
Wayne
in the
Gretzky.
chopper. Yeah.
Wayne
Wayne
Gretzky.
Gretzky.
The great one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the fucking name. Like, come on.
He's a
But I
hockey
mean-
player. Who gives a fuck?
But realistically,
Yeah, dick, you fucking Texas bitch.
But realistically, though, wouldn't we be better off handing them over to like a Brazilian or somebody that actually fucking believes in them and has come out and said they do?
Nick Pope,
What did you just say? Repeat that word for word.
a Brazilian.
A Brazilian.
No. Wouldn't we be better what?
Wouldn't we be better off giving this alien to
To the
someone who
Brazilian.
actually believes in them?
They're not a fucking gift that we can just give away, Kayla. Stop that.
And you get an alien, and you get an alien, and you don't get an alien. Yeah.
You're doing it again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You get
Slavery
a
is bad. We talked about this.
You get a grade.
You get a gray, and you get a gray, and bitch, you get a manted.
And you get a lizard man.
Oh, yeah, shit, we gotta give one to Will Smith.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If aliens actually came down, and
He can't even
started-
deal with his alien family. Why would we let him?
Do you think we would win a war against like an alien species?
No.
Honestly.
Oh, honey, if we went to war with an alien species, we'd all be dead.
We'd be dead. Bye-bye. You wouldn't even know
Wait,
they hit you.
we're missing one. But we're right with sort of Independence Day. Who's the best character? Who's the one that actually saved the day?
That drunk asshole that drove that little plane and went.
Uncle Eddie.
No.
Okay.
It's Uncle Eddie.
Yes, Uncle Eddie. Yeah, actually, Uncle Eddie is right. No, I was going to say Goldblum, but yeah, yes, yeah.
Oh my fucking god! If Jeff Goldblum was their idea of humanity, we would be screwed.
Why?
But he is as alien as it gets.
He's already
be like-
selling apartments in space.
Oh my god!
He
be
a few
like-
times.
Yeah.
I can find you.
He flew a
new home.
UFO.
Like what the fuck? Run!
He knows what he's doing.
Oh my
got
god! Really?
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jeff Goldblum.
He can at least find him an apartment.
No,
Yeah, he
no,
could
no.
find
He's
him
the one
a
that.
home.
No,
Right.
Goldblum.
But
Gold-
at the same time, it would be like some District 9 bullshit. So.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yes, yes.
No, Goldblum
Without
wasn't
you.
Uncle Eddie. I can't remember Uncle Eddie's actual name. But he's Uncle Eddie in the National Lampoon's movies.
Yeah, it's the brothers. They're from Houston, for God's sakes.
Well, that
I
makes
thought
sense
you
why
knew
no one
everybody
knows
in
him.
Texas.
There you go. Well, no, I should know it, just because we all lived right next door to each other. So yeah.
Really interesting things to say, he does.
Friend.
Goldblum.
Yes, yes. Without you.
Randy Quaid.
Yes,
There
Randy
you
Quaid,
go.
There we go.
There you
And
go.
Dennis.
Oh, he's made some interesting comments recently. I don't remember the top of my head at the second, but he has made some very interesting comments recently.
Who has?
Yeah.
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
Quaid!
I'm sorry, that's all I think of is that creepy creature on his chest. Quaid.
Randy Quaid doesn't have a creature on his chest.
No.
No, it was coming out of his chest.
In Total Recall.
Yeah, that was Arnold.
Oh, whatever.
Not Randy
That
Quaid.
was-
I don't.
That would have been a totally different movie if it was Randy
Damn
Quaid
it, Kayla.
instead of Arnold.
whatever.
I'm just saying. Friend. So,
Fuck that. Let's just bring him to Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah.
why the fuck would we do that?
It worked in The Fifth Element.
He was just the host.
Hey! Yeah, it was great.
Friend.
Oh.
I think that may be only, and I've seen some bad
Acting?
Bruce Willis movies. No, bad acting. But no, I've never seen The Fifth Element. I've seen some bad. Bruce
What?
Willis
Oh, my
movies.
God. You've got to watch Fifth Element.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. But
No,
specifically
actually,
for
it is a really good movie.
Multipass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multipass.
It
is
actually
a good
is a
movie.
really good science fiction movie.
Bada boom. You watch it, you'll know exactly what we're
Big
referencing.
bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Multipass.
And Mila Jovovich is in it. You
Yeah,
have to
it's
watch
actually a really good movie. It isn't bad at all.
Coincident.
Don't
I've seen most of
do
the Resident
not-
Evil.
it. Yep.
do not watch the new Total Recall. Watch the original Total Recall.
I've seen the original Total Recall. I thought we were talking about Fifth Element.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Yes, we're talking about Fifth
The rest
Element.
of us were. Kayla's just way behind.
I am behind.
Yeah, I've seen Total Recall.
Oh
About
my
five
god.
times more than I would have liked to. But
I mean,
yes.
she's still trying to catch up on movies from the 80s, so.
It's fucking true. We go through the streaming services, and I'm like, Cole, have you ever heard of this? And he's like, that came out in '83. What do you think?
Don't feel bad. I missed 20 years worth of movies.
No, like, seriously, she just watched School Ties.
What?
Yeah. She had never seen it.
What?
I had never seen a lot of movies that Cole's made me watch over the last couple of months.
I
And-
didn't realize what that movie was based on, though. Do you guys know who Dick Wolf is?
Yes. I
The
know.
guy-
That's him.
On order. That's
Yeah,
it?
that's him.
Yeah, that's his life
That's
story.
him growing up.
Holy shit.
I had no fucking clue.
I'll be
I couldn't
damned.
believe that when I found that out.
I hadn't watched that movie in years, so yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I found it kind of ironic that the two actual Jewish people in the movie were the ones making fun of the guy for being Jewish, and he was not actually Jewish. Like, in real life.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
It's it's Kayla's normal search terms. Movies where people hate Jews.
Oh my god, stop it! Just because I'm German doesn't mean I hate Jews.
I know, that's not the reason. It's because they're Jewish.
Oh my
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Ah,
It has nothing to do with you. You keep saying that. It's
Okay.
about them.
okay.
Friend.
Uh,
So, with the whole...
Yes.
aliens?
Yeah, but, like...
Aliens?
Aliens? I can't remember where we started.
What do we think is more likely in the upcoming future? That we actually not only prove, but view an alien on another planet, like an alien species that is not intelligent on another planet, or
That is
we actually have one.
intelligent?
Yeah, like not intelligent, because that's where we're leading up to. That's what they're still searching for. They're not actually scientists aren't searching for intelligent life. They're searching for anything. So the first thing they're most likely to find, because of what they're using for their search parameters, is non-intelligent life.
We've already found
Yep.
unintelligent life.
But an actual photograph or something like that.
Something beyond microscopic.
Yeah.
A Coke can on Mars.
That'd be fucking
Literally, a chunk of jelly.
A chunk of jelly?
Yeah, like an amoeba.
Is
type
it
thing.
strawberry?
It might be.
Okay.
You never know.
And Christopher
blueberry,
is absolutely right. The United States is a young country.
Mm-hmm.
When you got documented records in the UK and Italy for, they've got documented
Thousands of years.
Yeah, they've got documented abductions going on in the UK and Italy in 12th century.
Yeah.
So, why does it have to be the United States that has to come out and say, hey, aliens are here, they've been here for millions of years?
Yeah.
Other countries, other continents have way more documentation than we do
Yep.
of actual children abductions taken by a light in the sky.
We have... How do I put this? We have so many races on our own planet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I'm not just talking different human races. I mean, we have Fae. We have Jinn. We have all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That we don't fully understand about our own planet.
Hell, the bottom of the ocean.
Right. Not to mention the fact that we cannot understand a culture that is completely alien to us if we can't understand our own cultures on Earth. It's never going to happen.
And they don't want to understand, they just want to kill them.
Yeah.
Or discriminate against them, or whatever the hell. Eat them.
They want them to touch you.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's why aliens
Right.
probably ain't going to come down here.
Right, like, why would they come down here when all they see of our planet is war and turmoil?
Mm-hmm.
Why in the hell would any species want to come here?
Well, it's not like we're all warring.
Because they want to touch it too.
No, but they're
We
going to look
do
at the...
have culture. We have some amazing culture.
Absolutely. But
we have.
We also
beautiful
have a
music.
lot of division in the planet over hating cultures.
True.
I mean...
Right,
But-
like, if anybody were to listen to one of our, like, news channels, or any of our, like, FM broadcasts or anything like that, all they'd hear about is the horrible shit.
Or the S-4 Bunker.
Well, but if they that too, but if they just tuned into an '80s station, that would be fine. See, the aliens would love us because '80s music is the best music, and you all know it.
No, they would see Mork.
Oh, bullshit.
They would see Mork and Mindy. They'd see Mork and Mindy and go, "Oh my God, that's what they think of us. We don't act like that."
Now, to be perfectly honest, though, we do have a lot of things in our cultures that are fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Rick said, we got amazing music. We
Art.
got beautiful artworks.
Let's just
all
hope
kinds of different shit.
New Kids on the Block is not the first band they hear.
Oh, God. Can,
No.
Can you imagine? It's all like German death metal. They're like, ah!
No, they love
Hey,
that
they might
one.
like that. To be honest,
love
Maybe
German
that's their
Right?
thing.
Exactly.
Let's show them Star Wars and see what they think about that.
You know, to be
the side of
perfect,
the trench. Yeah,
to be
right.
perfectly honest, this kind of reminds me of, oh my God, what was that movie? Oh shit, I had it in my head. They were talking about historical documents, and they were watching Galaxy Quest.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where they sat there and they were like, look at the historical
wasn't it?
documents. And it's like some old Star Trek-like show.
Yeah.
Okay? So they
Galaxy
think
Quest.
that, like, all humans are fucking amazeballs.
Kayla,
and all.
the show was called Galaxy
I
Quest.
know, I just said that.
You said Star Trek.
But what happens if all they get, the only anything about us that they get, are, like, old fucking clips of Superman or something?
Or I Love Lucy.
Nixon would pop up every once
God,
in a
what
while.
if it's in
I'm not a
90s?
crook.
Right? So what if what they're
What's a
thinking
crook?
all of us are like the people on Gilligan's Island or any of these shows?
Or worse, Friends.
Right?
That would make us look really fucking stupid.
Oh. Which one? Friends or
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Both. But I mean, like, take the shittiest show you've ever watched in your life. Now imagine that is the show that they are basing our entire freaking existence off of.
Yeah, it can't go well.
Right? Because who knows
true.
what they actually
If
have.
they pick the right show, it can go well.
Oh yeah, if it
1960s
makes
Batman.
If it's
Yeah.
Batman,
Damn rights.
they'll come down ready to kill some killer
Or
clowns.
Get Smart.
No, that's it.
Oh yeah.
If it was Get Smart, that'd be okay.
Right,
The
but
Love
what
Boat.
if what
The
if
Love
it's like,
Boat.
what if it's like the fucking Conjuring or Hill House or something? Okay?
Ooh.
What if it's the Smurfs and they come down and they're like, where are all the little blue people?
Yeah.
Like,
Or Scooby Doo. Where's the talking
I
dog?
know some blue people.
Babu
Smurf.
dee babu die.
Smurf.
Uh-huh.
Smurf.
Not
Smurfs.
Smurfs. They're so tall.
They're tall Smurfs? Like just
They're
tall
so-
blue people?
Oh,
They're
Avatar.
They range in height from about 4'10" to 7 feet tall.
Do they live in Kentucky?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Christopher, the Order of the Black Swan is not not the group of people that are actually alien hunters?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, Order of the Black Swan is actually Dante Centauri stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that it was like a ballet.
No, Order of the Black Swan.
Oh, not the Black Swan.
Not the Black Swan. Order of the Black Swan. They actually lost their kids to an abduction. The founders of it did back in 12th century. That's how far back the Order of the Black Swan goes. Anyway, we are down to about 5 minutes left in the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, please make sure you to check out our sponsor, ReaperApparelCo.com, and check out what they have for you. They got hoodies, they got shirts, they got
everything.
Yeah, they got some beautiful stuff on their website.
And it's reasonably priced, and it's actually, you would compare it to Carhartt.
Yeah.
As far as the hoodie goes.
As far as the construction of the actual shirts go.
Yeah.
They're thick, they're nice. So make sure you go to them and use our coupon code at checkout, S-4 Bunker. All one word, and yeah. Friend, what are we going to do next week?
I don't know. What are we doing next week?
Wait, no.
Oh, wait. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
So, it's Father's Day next weekend, so before the next show, if you're a father, happy Father's Day.
And actually, next week there is no show.
Oh. Okay.
Because we have a birthday to go to.
We have a birthday to go to, yeah. So, yes, there is no show next week.
But the week after, we'll be coming back with...
Wait, I thought I was hosting the show next... Oh, wait. No.
Friend, if you can figure this shit out, friend, good
luck.
No. Friend, because
no.
It's
I
kind
can
of
barely
set up
get
to
on.
the point. Yeah, what I've got here is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But
it works.
Oh my god.
It does.
It's like duct tape and baling wire and yeah. No thank you.
No, zip ties. We use zip ties. We're a little more
advanced.
And Velcro. We're more advanced than that.
Yeah. Friend,
Jimmy rigged.
Let's do cryptid habitats.
What?
Cryptid habitats in 2 weeks.
Cryptid habitats.
Okay. Cryptid habitats in 2 weeks. See you there.
Gather all the information I can on cryptid habitats.
Yeah, it's a broad enough fucking topic that we can kind of go everywhere with it. So.
Hey, it's the internet. I believe there's a large pool to grip from these days. So.
Do we believe in Beaver Man? Just asking for the damn.
Beaver Man?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck is Beaver Man?
That's something new.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
seen in, I don't know, Amsterdam.
I cannot keep up with this shit anymore. I gotta start reading Star Magazine again.
Hey, we'll make up our own. Beaver Man came from Amsterdam.
He comes from the same place as the Loveland Frog. Man.
Oh.
Trudeau's ass?
Oh.
He just needs to see a dentist. His teeth are fucked.
So many levels of wrong.
Who are you? I'm Beaver Man.
What about-
His teeth are probably better than any of ours.
What about Dragonfly Woman?
What?
Dragonfly Woman.
Dragonfly Woman?
Yeah.
Isn't that a harpy?
No.
Why is the woman dragonflies?
Dragonfly Woman.
Why is she dragonflies?
Huh?
The reason my UFOs have been described.
Dragonfly
And where the
Women.
hell is she dragging them to?
Dragonfly women live in Buttercup Meadows.
Oh.
Oh look, you're fucking back.
Sorry, I had to use the bathroom.
For 20 fucking minutes? Jesus Christ, kid.
Hey, okay, so I got a question though.
Are we still in the air?
Does a Cabbage Patch Child count as a cryptid?
No.
What?
A Cabbage Patch Kid?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's just a
Oh.
Does teenage boy bedroom count as cryptid habitat?
Yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
In our house, definitely. It's someplace you don't want to go.
It comes from Target.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a great night. We love you all.
It's a place.
Good night.
Happy Father's Day.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week or next
Teenage
time.
boardroom is a place of horror and mystery.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.